I'm Nikki Sixx. I'm here with Carrie Kasem. It is The Sixth Sense. Lars Ульrich is on the phone from Metallica and does many, many other things, cool things as well. I follow Lars and what he's into. But he's here to talk about the 2013 Orion Music Plus More Festival. And I'd like to hear all about it. I can't believe the amount of bands that are on here, first of all.
Try and put that together. It's we had so much fun last year that we decided to give it another go around. And the only problem is that it took quite a while to get the permits in Detroit, and that went up to the last minute in December. So we didn't really start getting all the bands together till January, which
is a nightmare.
It's a nightmare, but also a little late in the festival season because most bands kind of book their summers and all that stuff much earlier than December or January. So so we were scrambling, but we reached out to as many friends as we could and got a great cross selection of different bands and different vibes and different things happening. So we're pretty psyched.
Yeah, that's what I like. I'm looking at some of the bands on here with Fu Manchu, all the way over to Silver Sun Pickups and Deftones. I love those guys. Rise Against Chili Peppers. You guys, of course. And the Dirt Bombs. I love the Dirt Bombs. They're from Detroit. So yeah, the Bronx. You got some great stuff on there. So I wanted to talk a little bit, Lars, about how this whole thing got started for you guys, so people kind of understand a backstory.
Well, obviously, like yourself, growing up on and being reared on all those European festivals, the Roskildes and the Werchters and the Reddings and in 2000 and I think it was 8 maybe, we played Bonnaroo in just outside of Nashville, and that was the first thing that we ever did in America that felt a little bit like that kind of European thing. And so we kind of sat there and said, maybe we should give this a go ourselves and try to just bring that European flavor and sensibility into them. Bonnaroo was really, really cool. We had a lot of fun. And again, there was like maybe 100 bands and all kinds of different genres and vibes. And people really seemed to be kind of getting off on just shedding the categories and the barriers. And people really just came from music and the experience.
Lars, last year the festival was in Atlantic City. This year it's in Detroit. Why'd you change locations?
Well, obviously we had a long history in the Midwest, and obviously that area. We've played just like you guys, Nikki, played tons of shows all over Michigan, and
great rock audience, the best rock audience.
And the outdoor venues and dipping down into Indiana and Ohio and the whole thing. So it's a great area. Also, in some way, I guess, you could argue that Detroit really has a history of, there's a great history there musically, but also a great history of kind of varied music. So from Motown to M&M's
to punk rock,
Yeah, to all the
metal,
garage rock and the metal and your Jack Whites and your Kid Rocks and your M&Ms. And so it's such again, just a melting pot of different vibes. And, unfortunately, Hurricane Sandy and everything that came in the wake of that, made it very difficult to return to Atlantic City. And we felt that maybe, sharing this party with friends in the Midwest would be the right thing to do. So West
Coast is next.
Yeah.
Can you do it in L.A. so I can come, please?
I love.
I'll talk to some of the people, in corporate and see if we can fly you out one year.
Okay, there you go.
And it's not just about bands; it's the Orion Festival and more. What's the more?
Everything that we do, kind of just trying to bring the different personalities of the guys in the band across. Obviously, James has got his car thing, and Kirk's got his horror thing. And last year there was a whole surfing thing going on that Trujillo was overseeing, and Van's skating ramps, and there was an art show, and I was kind of overseeing. Film is my passion, so I was overseeing a film tent where we showed films, and I brought directors out and producers out and interviewed different people. So it was a lot of different things to try to, again, emulate some of those European experiences where people go and really have the opportunity to have lots of different experiences over a weekend, not just seeing Metallica and 7 death metal bands, but really like just having like a really, really wide selection of different opportunities for people over the course of a weekend.
Yeah. Also, I see the VIP packaging is really cool. You got, front row pit access, viewing platforms, complimentary food, beverage, air conditioning, which is probably
more about it than I do.
Hey, listen, I did my homework, but the reason I'm saying it is the price is really reasonable for the fan who wants to get into that. And I wanted to talk about that. You guys have always been so fan-friendly and trying to create stuff for the fans that's unique and like this. So, we wish you so much luck with this, Lars. Tell hi, say hi to the rest of the guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Lars. For more information on the Orion Festival, go to orionmusicandmore.com.